Well, hello, friends. I don't do long intros, so let's get into it. A long overdue update on my big rootless orchid. She has grown two new leaves during her inversion and two new roots, which is the whole goal, right? I'm going to pot her right side up into some New Zealand sphagnum moss, which, spoiler alert, doesn't work, but more to come on that. My pretty has been in water culture like this about July of 2020. She completely lost her roots around that time frame, and I tried different things, and this method seemed to stabilize her. Please see the link down below if you would like to see more, or click my water culture playlist to see her and my other rescues journey. Okay, enough of my shameless plug. The second leaf was just starting to peek out. The first had pretty much grown all the way out. Now the leaves have been in water for quite some time, a little more than a year, and she's lost quite a few leaves. We're down to three, but she's just chugging along. I usually let the leaves that turn yellow just fall off. These two roots have nice green tips that I'm assuming are air roots. When this orchid was healthy, she had two spikes along the first and second leaf. I decided to layer the bottom of the pot with packing peanuts, or should I say plastic cup. I'm trying to gauge how far into the pot that I'm going to layer her in. I want to take my time figuring this out because I don't want to keep repotting and unpotting and repotting, and you get the gist. I'm trimming the stem mostly because when it sits down in the moss, I don't want the dead part collecting mold from the moisture. This is just an experiment, and I really don't think this will be a permanent solution, but I'm giving it the old college try, and I want this bottom root to get good moisture and this air root to do its thing. I wanted to cut it a little shorter, cut it down as much as I could, but this second cut, I bit into some green tissue, which is still live tissue, and it's just not a good idea, which really makes me worried about the repot even more. Unfortunately, the leaf that is yellowing and ultimately going to fall off will become dead tissue that the roots are growing out from. This is uncharted territory for me. I have seen extra long stems that are dead and the roots are still green that are feeding into that dead stem. But in reality, I would think that the root is feeding dead tissue. Uh, You know, I would think. So inevitably, there's so many factors as to why the leaves are falling off or fell off. I will say that one factor I know, like what are they called? Variables. This orchid did not receive any fertilizer or any kind of nutrition. I am securing the stem to a stake because this is a mess. I mean, let's just be honest. It got no stem, two roots, pretty long leaves, and there's just no way to anchor it that's like solid. I was really struggling. I mean, for real. I'm giving it a good old fashioned college try, but it's not looking good. I really could have just left the leaves in the water, but I mean, it's lost like a lot. So we shall see. And I mean, just look at it. Just I really thought that I would have more to talk about, like just babbling on. I had other videos that I was like, I just ran out of time, and here I am. I'm like, and I'm taking a long time to try to secure this, and here, here, look at that mess. You know, here we are. And you know what? I thought I was going to be using packing peanuts, and apparently I used charcoal, but I mean, anyways, here we are. Look at this mess. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and babble and tell you guys what actually happened after this. Um, I think the next day, I think I left it in for a whole day, and it, like I said, it collected mold. And I was like, nope, we're gonna take it out and we're gonna drop it in water culture. Of course, water culture is my favorite. I really do like water culture. I hate, like I'm scarred from using moss and bark, but I'm trying to resettle into it because there's some orchids that don't like water culture and there's some orchids that do. And we just have to watch how our orchids are doing and if they're liking where they're what is it called? They're homed. Plus, if you guys are still watching by this time, uh, you know, most people click off in about, what is it called? Probably 4 minutes into the video. So I know I do. If I'm not interested in what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing, then I click off. But anyways, just taking my good old time, putting in this sphagnum moss. What else? I mean, I don't really have anything to talk about. Like I said, I appreciate you guys if you've made it this far into the video. I ended up having to put it down further into the moss than I wanted to. As you can see, there's the air root is getting some nice moisture already. It's turning like what is it called? Green, and it's plumping up a little bit. I really wish I could have kept it in there, but I just knew if I like there was a good chance that it could have, rotted and created more stem rot or a newer um, layer of stem or case. Yeah. Well, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you will come back, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.